Good morning, guys. I am Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 14 children. 12 of my children still live here at home, and we're all going camping. We are going camping near a doctor's appointment that we have, which is exciting. Yeah, super exciting. So I am going to share with you how I've changed things around a little bit and how we are organizing as we load up our van for the 14 of us, possibly 15 of us, to go camping. Okay, so we have been we put our camping stuff in between because it's only a short time in between our camping trips. So we don't have a fire going on right now, obviously, because it's June. And my daughter is just pulling all this stuff out so we can pack it into the vehicles. So I am going to share with you what we are putting in there. So we have 3 tents all together. So that's one of them. No, that's not.
That's my cot.
That's your cot.
The tents are here.
So we have 3 tents all together. 2 of them are big, like 2-room tents. And then we have one that is a smaller room tent. I can't make my way over there because I'm trapped. So they're like this. So 2 of them are like this size here, and then one of them is smaller for the boys. And then we have our camp stove that we like to bring, and then we have the cylinders. It depends how long we're going, if we bring the cylinders or if we actually bring like a grill. We have like an adapter that we can put the grill thing onto this. If we're gone for 4 or 5 days, then we'll do that. But if not, then we'll do this. So here we have a container with tarps. We have 2 tarps for each tent, one for under and one for over, not older. So we have those there. We have some cots. Some people have cots, and some people have like these little mats there. What usually goes in last, which I think I'll probably show you once we get all packed up, is my husband and I. We used to have an old like cheap futon, and the mats are like this big. So we have 2 mats like that, and my husband and I and all the little kids sleep on those mats there. But other people might have cots or whatever, because we used to have cots before then, and then we just kind of passed them along, or people asked for them for their birthdays or whatever. So here we have 3 laundry bags. Now 2 of these laundry bags, myself and my husband use actual just like bedding for our laundry. So let's see, this, you can see there's a quilt on top of there. So the kids have sleeping bags, and then we use bedding because we have the little kids with us. So we have, and there's a blanket on top. So the sleeping bags are in the bottoms of these, and then we have 2 blankets, one in each of these bags. These are just laundry bins. We bought them at Walmart for $7.84. And they are great. They are a nice, durable, canvas. We had bought them for something else before. And when we were trying to transition out, we used to have a tote like this. And we actually 2 totes like this, but when you have 2 totes like this, it's hard to get everything stacked. It's easier with something squishy to have squishy stuff that can be squished when you don't have much space. This bag here actually is separate, and we decided, I'm trying to move it at the same time, to do this year. So this has all the kids' beach towels, and then all of their swimming suits to go. So if we have a beach day, then we will, this is just junk that has to go out to the trailer. If we have a beach day, then we can just grab the bag and not worry about finding everyone's gear. And so I'm hoping that this works out a lot better. I put on here, I just wrote with permanent marker, swimming on there. And yeah, like if you wanted to do this, you could also, we don't use sunscreen, but if you wanted to, you could like shove some of that type of stuff in there as well. Bug spray, whatever you'd have for the beach. So you just have like a beach tote, bring it, and yeah. Depending on the type of trip we are going on, we bring beach chairs. This is like kind of a lake trip, so there will be a beach chair for myself and my husband. And then if we went for a longer period of time and we were on like a beach that was going to be really hot, say like July and August, then we have like the little tent there, which is almost like a little canopy that goes over. If you saw our Cape trip last year, you would see that little thing in there. So we are now going to pack all this up. I am going to show you, we have these drawers here, and I'll show you what's in them. I wish these actually fit inside of the drawers, but they don't, so they're going to be up top. So I have this here, which has diapers and wipes in it. This one here, I have everyone's toothbrushes like in their color, and toothpaste, well, for all the younger kids. And then I have face cloths and some drying towels. Here I have a rope for like tying down tarps, tents, that type of stuff. And then, yeah, clips, because if we're doing bathing suits and stuff, I like to, I'm also bringing this right here. It's just kind of like an over tent, and we'll put that over the picnic table. I stopped for a minute to share that with you, because once we put that there, then I'll kind of loop like this, some string, and that will go from one side to the other, and then we can hang up towels or bathing suits or whatever on there, or we could do it from tree to tree, just depending on the campsite. And this other one, we have paper plates, paper bowls, spoons, forks, and trash bags. This is the important drawer, the coffee thing, coffee, sugar, cream, tea, and hot chocolate. And then this has a mix of stuff. We have some kindling, some newspaper. I like these stick lights, they're rechargeable. I have some cups for everyone. They usually use their regular cups. I have a knife, spoons, and a lighter. So stuff to start a fire, and then stuff to handle whatever food we have in there. So that's kind of like the junk drawer of camping. And then I will show you what is in this bag. But this is mine and my husband's, and all the little kids' clothes are in here. And then we have, this bag is ponchos and umbrellas. Most of the time when we go camping, we go places that don't have water or electric because it's cheaper, so we bring our own water. So we have, I mean, usually if there's no water, it means no water on the site. There's usually like a water spigot at some point, but we bring this water, and then we will fill this one here as well, and then dump that into there after. And we fill our water bottles and stuff like out of that stuff. Here's a pile of stuff I need to clean up. I bought this years ago, and we checked it out and it worked, but we never brought it on a camping trip. So it was one of those ones that you plug in to something and it becomes like a refrigerator. I need to buy another one so I can put insulin and stuff in it, but for these short trips, it's okay. We are going to pack actually 2 coolers this time because we're camping and we're doing lots of grill stuff and noodle salads. I don't think it's going to fit in one, so we have both of these in to get sorted out, cleaned out, and then those will get packed the morning of. Water bottles are all lined up and ready to go tomorrow morning. So everyone has their color. These 2 are for my 2-year-old and my 3-year-old. We just picked those up. Those ones are easier for them because they have like a pop-up straw in them. So you might be thinking, like, that's a lot of gear, right? Like, there's so much stuff in there. That must have cost you thousands of dollars. I'll be honest, it hasn't. I think a lot of times people have the idea that they want to go camping, and then they don't want to go camping. So a lot of the stuff that we found at thrift stores. Some stuff, like the cots, we did not find at thrift stores. My husband and I first had gotten one when I was very pregnant. I've gone camping like 8 months pregnant, and I have gone camping with a baby that was like 2 weeks old before. So we had cots at first, but then we realized that it worked better once we had those mats. They work actually 10 times better for us. My daughter got one that has like, she asked for one for her birthday, so that was like her birthday present, and it was a cot, but it was like the same price, and it had like a mat on it, and she said, I don't use the mat, so I think I'm gonna try to have Sweet Pea on the mat because her sugars were not good at all last camping trip. So We, thankfully though, like this time I know exactly where, well, not exactly where, but I have a fairly good clue of where the local hospital is and whatever, if we needed to have that. And we have reliable vehicles to do that. So that is good. So most of the gear that we have gotten, like the tents, I think Sarah's family gave us 1 or 2 of the tents that we have. I know they gave us 2 tents, but I can't remember. I think one of the ones that we're taking is from them, and then the other one is not. I can't remember. Anyway, they gave us some. People have randomly over the years just asked, like, hey, do you want our friends, the Bostons, they gave us a tent at one point. I can't remember what tent is what. Basically, people have given us tents. You can easily find smaller tents at thrift stores and stuff. I see them all the time, or on Marketplace, for really inexpensive. Some people like to buy new tents every single year, so they get rid of them at the end of the season, which is kind of silly, but yeah, that's what they do. I'm trying to think of other stuff. Those bags I bought last year, I bought a big pack of those bags, and I really enjoy those bags. So really, it hasn't been that big of a cost per se as far as gear and stuff goes. And camping overall is a cheap way to have a vacation. Most campsites are $25 to $55, depending on what you have. Like if you had a little pop-up, it'd be more expensive. If you want electricity, it's usually a little more expensive. Those types of things. A lot of the places that we go don't even really have too many campsites that offer electricity. We do have a solar charger to be able to charge like medical equipment, so a lot of times we'll bring that with us. Please go over that way so you're not popped up right there. So yeah, but that wasn't something that we bought specifically for this. We bought that specifically for our medical equipment. But if you feel like you're going to, or you see that you're doing whatever, you can get like a Jackery or something like that for about $500. If you don't want to continue to buy electrical like at your site, or you camp places that doesn't have electrical, a solar charger is a good way to go ahead and get your electricity needs if you have those electricity needs. Those things also come usually with a car charger as well. And they're not just solar. They usually come with, our Goal Zero comes with a car charger as well as a, like, you plug it into the wall type charger. So we just plug it in the wall. It fills before we go, and it's usually good for the whole time that we're camping. If we needed to, then like we would just plug that in to like a car charger and then use it that way if needed. That way you don't have to have like a big solar panel up and that type of stuff. We do have a solar panel like for an emergency here, but anyway, I am so out of breath. That is it, I think, for camping. I can share with you what we're camping for foods. Maybe I'll try to like shove that at the end of this video. I'll try to, just as we go to pack up those coolers, share with you those things. I am showing you individually like what is in that bag that we just packed up. And then I'll share with you after that. I'll do the food that we're packing up. Okay, so here's like the dry food that I'm going to bring. I have 4 containers. These are bigger containers of almond milk. Those will be for 2 breakfasts. And then I have, I can't get this up to show you. Kind of squeezed it all in there. This is granola, and then this big bag is granola as well. So that would be for breakfast, for 2 breakfasts. And then I have an almond butter and a peanut butter. I have 4 of these rice cakes, and I'm also going to be bringing cream cheese in the cooler. And then I have 2 breads. One is gluten-free and the other is keto. I haven't tried this one yet with sweet pea. And then I'm bringing buns, just regular buns. 2 hot dog, 2 hamburger buns. Then I'll share what's in the coolers. Okay, so here is what I'm going to pack in the cooler. It is morning of camping trip. These are just shoe boxes because they fit easier in the cooler. So I have 2 of these, which are the broccoli salads. This is a cauliflower salad. This is a pea and ham salad. And then over here I have frozen chicken, It works out better if you're doing it like the second day to have it like frozen. So we're doing frozen chicken, cheese, cream cheese. These are for the lunch, the cream cheese and rice cakes. And then a pack of burgers. And then we have all of these lovely granola bars here. And then my daughter is bringing in 2 packages of sausages. So we have hot sausage and Italian hot dogs. So that is what we have to bring and fit in the coolers. There is 1 cooler all packed up. You have the granola bars and stuff over there, easy to get to. She's gonna put ice packs in there, then we'll buy ice when we get down. And then here is the other one. I also forgot to say, we're also bringing a watermelon and some brownies there.